Minimalist haul. If these words appear next to each other, I think we missed the memo. The minimalist influencers always telling us to buy less somehow end up having another link in the description. At some point, minimalism stopped feeling like a mindset and more like a product category. Minimalist skincare, minimalist kitchen, minimalist wardrobe, minimalist essentials, and my favorite, minimalist Amazon finds. I don't even think this happened intentionally. I think social media just did what social media does. It took an idea that was originally about freedom from consumption and slowly turned it into another version of consumption. I think we kind of lost the plot. I actually understand why minimalism resonated in the first place, because I felt it too. I moved houses, I had too much stuff, and I realized how exhausting it was to manage all of that. I didn't want more organization systems, I wanted less things to organize. That was the whole shift. No aesthetic, no shopping list, just I don't want to carry all of that anymore. But somewhere between simplicity and social media, minimalism changed. And I think it's worth being honest about what it was, because I don't think people were searching for beige storage bins. I think they were searching for relief, a little less overwhelm. And social media took that feeling and turned it into an aesthetic. Now everything looks calm, neutral, and perfectly curated. The perfectly folded linen shirts, the matching cream containers, the neutral apartment with a $400 lamp that somehow looks like it came from a Scandinavian monastery. And honestly, I get the appeal. Modern life already feels very loud. So of course people gravitate towards things that are visually calmer. But somewhere along the way, minimalism stopped being about I have enough and started meaning I curated enough correctly. And the irony was, the old clutter was colorful bins and random impulse purchases. The new clutter is beige and expensive and comes with words that make you feel morally superior. Minimalism originally had a simple idea behind it. Own less, reduce excess, make life easier to manage. Real minimalism is honestly not that photogenic. It keeps the ugly mug because it still works. Wearing the same jacket for 5 years because social media doesn't really reward. I've owned the same toaster for 12 years and it still makes toast. That's not content, that's just a toaster. What social media reward is transformation, aspiration, aesthetics, shopping. So minimalism got replaced by the influencer culture. We stopped following people for their ideas and started following people for their curated pantries. And suddenly the goal wasn't just buy less. It became buy more consciously, intentionally, buy more aesthetically. And then we started seeing a lot of words next to minimalist products. Intentional, sustainable, recyclable, biodegradable, eco-conscious, artisan, timeless, premium, zero waste, plant-based, low impact. Basically, if the words sound like it belongs to a wellness retreat brochure, someone is selling you something. And here's where it gets specific. This is a rotating shelf. A completely normal product does exactly what a rotating shelf does. It rotates and it holds things. Add the word minimalist to the product title, same shelf, same rotation, same thing on it, 250% markup. I'm gonna call this the minimalist tax. Smack the word minimalist on a product description, watch the price double. The word stopped being a philosophy. It became a markup. Here's what I think actually happened. At some point, brands realized something interesting about millennials specifically. We have money. We're in our peak earning years. We travel, we invest. We actually have disposable income now. And we decided we wanted to consume less. God forbid. Which from a marketing perspective is kind of a problem. A very solvable problem nonetheless. Because you can sell nothing to someone with a salary. But you can absolutely sell them the premium version of less. Quite luxury. Old money aesthetic. Things that last. Quality over quantity. Minimalist apartment tours with 12 $80 containers. Capsule wardrobes that somehow require buying an entirely new wardrobe before you can officially earn the title minimalist. And my personal favorite? Minimalist videos with Amazon affiliate links in the description. And I don't have anything against affiliate links. I have a problem with creating specific content just for the purpose of selling products. And using the minimalism as a vessel doesn't really scream minimalist to me. If your anti-consumption philosophy comes with a storefront, we may need to regroup. And I want to be honest, I felt this pull. I shifted my relationship with buying, and immediately the algorithm found out I was a minimalist. Same impulse, more expensive shopping carts. And to be fair, I don't think buying higher quality is inherently bad. Usually, buying one thing that lasts you for a long time is usually a smart choice. I've talked about this before with the cost per use reflection and intentional spending. I'll link it in the video. Cheap stuff can actually create its own cycles too, replacing things constantly, rebuying, impulse purchases because it was only $10. So this isn't me saying buy the cheapest version of everything and don't enjoy your life. I think the problem starts with quality being another justification for overconsumption. When every purchase suddenly feels elevated because it's intentional, timeless, curated, investment worthy. And don't get me started on slapping the word investment everywhere to justify buying things. And now you're not just buying a sweater, you're buying the fantasy of becoming someone who has a perfectly curated life. And look, I understand why this happens. When millions of people say they want to consume less, the market doesn't respond with, great, buy nothing. That's not how it works. So instead, it adapted. It gave us better consumption, more intentional consumption, more aesthetic consumption. But I also think we wanted the identity. The minimalist, the intentional consumer, the person who has figured it out. These identities feel good. They're photogenic. They signal something about us. And the moment we wanted to look like someone who consumes less, rather than just actually consuming less, the shopping list was inevitable. I still don't have correct storage. My apartment is not going to be on Pinterest. The mug I drink my coffee from in the morning doesn't spark me anything apart from coffee. Well, and also a little bit of joy. And the question I ask myself before buying anything is the same one I started when I first was moving houses and I just embarked on this journey altogether. And it's as simple as, do I actually need this? No hashtag, no aesthetic, no Amazon storefront. And it also didn't require matching bins, just to be clear. Minimalism was supposed to be about needing less. Somewhere along the way, it became about buying the correct version of less. And those are not the same things.